Hey everyone, here we're back having another pipe tobacco review. Today we're going to be doing Cult Anonymous, and I know it's backwards in this thing, and I've never been able to figure that out. I could probably flip the video somehow. I just don't know how to do that. Now, this isn't the first time I've opened this can. This is about the second time-ish. Let me tell you what, this is pretty neat. I've had some interesting experiences with this so far. First off, let me show it to you without spilling it all over. You're spilling it! It's very brown. It's Virginia and Black Cavendish. Okay, so it is a, it's like a golden Virginia, they call this. But the cool thing is, my first impression of actually smelling this, I'm going to explain what I smell as I go, because the longer this is open, the more scents seem to kind of run around. So, I first smell red wine. Then I smell like a spicy red wine. Then I smell a sweet, which spicy red wine generally is sweet. It's not nutty. It's not like a candy sweet. It's kind of vanilla-ish with some honey. And I think it's important that we really dive into this and really get a good understanding of what it is we're going to experience. Because this has a lot of flavors kicking around, a lot. It's really rich, but it's not heavy. It's mild, but it has a lot of flavor and a lot of smell to it. And now it's getting to the point, and I keep saying this, now it's getting to the point because that's what it's doing. It's changing almost. I'm going to break it up a little bit, just kind of move it around a little. By the way, this is not wet. This could basically go right into the pipe. Almost smell it. In my mind, a tint of licorice, but not really. It's not really there. But I love the way that it changes the smell over, as you're smelling it, as you have it open. So I'm going to be smoking this today out of my Church Warden pipe. I don't think I've ever smoked this with you guys yet, but I know I showed it to you when I got it. I love this pipe. And I always wanted a Church Warden, and I finally got one. It was on sale at Pipes and Cigars, and I love it. The bowl isn't gigantic, so it doesn't hold a lot. Not like this guy here. This guy would be smoking for about 45 minutes if you're taking it easy. This, not so much. But the benefit of this, when the smoke goes up this long stem, it does smoke very, very cool. Now, there is a filter in here. Well, I should say it does take a filter. I don't have a filter in it yet because this pipe is totally clean. I'm actually not going to smoke this with a filter during this, just to... sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But right now, I'm not going to smoke this with the filter in it. So, we're going to pack this. And normally I pack it already, but I just want to show you that this, you could take generally right out of the tin, and it'll smoke. It's a little moist, but it's not terrible. Could you dry it out a little bit? Yeah, you probably should, but you can smoke it right out of the tin. I'm going to pack this in here. Not too tight. Give it a nice little roll. Nice little spin. And that should be good enough for now. Where'd my lighter go? There it is. Alright. Just going to touch that tobacco on the top. We're not lit yet. If you see the smoke going this way, I do have my fan going here. We'll get that good, then we'll pack it, and they call this the dummy light, because a dummy would think it's really lit. I guess that's why. I don't know where my tamper is, but God bless this plastic pen. There we go. So, without a filter in it, and just a clean pipe, doesn't necessarily taste like it smells, but there's a lot of flavor going on with this. You can taste that honey, taste that vanilla, but it's not super, super sweet. This is the one that when the more you smoke that bowl down, the richer it's going to get. It's going to release more flavor. It's going to give you different experiences. For instance, the room note, I'm going to give it that like old school pipe tobacco smell. Some of these ones don't really have that old school pipe tobacco smell as for the room note. And I know like oh, he's just sniffing out the thing. But honestly, sometimes I will walk out of my room, close the door, walk outside, come back into this room, and really experience that, what they call the room note. Which, room note, for those of you that don't know, room note is what comes out of here, comes out of your mouth. It's what it smells like to someone who's not smoking. And in the pipe tobacco world, room note is a legit thing. It's a real thing. I love how cool this pipe smokes. I would almost give this like a... It's almost like a Burley blend. It's very, very similar to that. This is an all-day smoke? Yeah, sure, it is. I don't have an issue with it burning too hot. For me, the Colt brand never burns too hot for me. Some guys say it does. It has the potential to. I could see that. I wouldn't go ape crazy and just puff away on this. You should sip it. Otherwise, I could see the potential for it to get too hot. But I've had this in a few other pipes other than this one. I haven't had it get crazy hot on me yet. If you guys don't have a Church Warden, just get one. It took me a while to get one. You know, they were a little pricey in my personal opinion. But I just saw it on sale and I went for it. You know, this I believe this is the egg bowl, but I love this thing. So as we get deeper into this bowl, it's definitely developing a more rich flavor, but I've noticed that the toppings are kind of fading away. And it's going back into that regular burley taste. Which really doesn't have much burley in it. If anything, it's golden Virginia with black Cavendish. So, let me give it a score. It's a fun tobacco at first, and then it kind of fades into the normalcy. I enjoy it. I think I'm going to give it about a 4. 4 out of 10. It's getting there. It's not super great. It's fun. It smells great. It takes you to different places, but as we get through it more and more, it generalizes out. Okay, guys. See you soon. I'm going to have more food videos coming up shortly also. Take care.